Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video, we are going to understand how to send Heyflow form responses using API by Pabbly. So in this video, I'm going to tell you that how you can share your Heyflow form responses with any other application by using API by Pabbly. So my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new response through Heyflow form submission, then automatically the details of that response should be sent to any other application by using API by Pabbly. So now to do this, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, and here my trigger application will be Heyflow and my action application will be API by Pabbly. So if you want to learn more about this, follow me through the screen. In this video, we are going to understand how to send Heyflow form responses using API by Pabbly. So here I want that whenever I'm going to receive a new Heyflow form response, then automatically that response should be sent to another application by using API by Pabbly. So here in this video, I'm going to tell you that how you can create a subscriber in MailerLite by using the details that you would have received from Heyflow form response. So now to automate this entire process, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, and here as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. But if you're a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button, and every month you will get 100 tasks for free. So as an existing user, I'm signing in. Now this here is the all applications page by Pabbly. So here I will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. So this here is my dashboard, and now in order to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. So now in this dialog box appearing, I need to give my workflow a name. So here I've named it as send Heyflow form responses using API by Pabbly, and on my left hand side you can see that these are the folders which I've created before. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as API by Pabbly, and here I'm going to click on create. So as I did that, now I have arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. Basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect on which this entire automation will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. Action is an automated response of your trigger application, and in a workflow you can only have one trigger but multiple action applications. So now moving to my use case, that is to send Heyflow form responses using API by Pabbly. So moving to my trigger window, as I'm getting the responses from Heyflow, so here Heyflow will be my trigger application. And the trigger event will be new response. So this trigger will start working whenever I'm going to receive a new response through form submission. So here you can see that as I've selected my trigger application and the trigger event, so here a webhook URL is given, and along with that a help desk is given. So read this help desk given below carefully, because this webhook URL will help you to connect your Heyflow account with Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to take you to my Heyflow account. Over here, this is the form which I've created. So as per the instruction that is given, here I will go to integrate, and here in integrate I will go to hooks. So here under hooks, I will click on this add webhook button. And over here, I'm just going to remove this, and from Pabbly Connect, I'm going to copy the webhook URL and I'm going to paste it. So once I've done that, here I'm going to click on add. So as per the instructions given over here, I've named the webhook. The method is post. Here's the webhook URL, and now I'm going to click on activate. So here you can see that as I've activated it, I'm going to save the changes, and it is done. So now this webhook is successfully connected over here. So moving back to Pabbly Connect, here you can see as it is waiting for a webhook response. That means now I need to do a test submission or record so that the data can be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So this here is the form, and I filled in the details of the first name, last name, email address and the phone number. And I've also agreed to the terms and conditions. Here I'm going to click on submit. And it is submitted. So that means this response would have been captured in Pabbly Connect. So taking you to Pabbly Connect, and yes, over here you can see that I have received a response. Here's the ID, flow ID, here's the phone number, and here is the last name, first name, email address, along with some other details. So that means the form response is successfully captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So the first step of this automation is set up. That means now whenever I'm going to receive a new form response through Heyflow form, then automatically that response will get captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data, and the workflow execution will start in real time. So as I've got the details, now by using API by Pabbly, I want to create a subscriber in MailerLite. So here by using API by Pabbly, it will act as a bridge that connects two applications, which helps to send or receive data from the applications. So here the action event will be to execute API request. Now I'm going to click on connect. So here you can see that API by Pabbly is connected. So now moving to the action event method. So here the action event method will be post because here I want to send the data to MailerLite. So here I've selected it as post. So now here to get the API endpoint URL, I will go to MailerLite's Classic developer website. Over here, as I'm going to create a subscriber in MailerLite Classic, so here I will go to MailerLite Classic API. And over here, I will go to API reference. And now on my left hand side, here I will go to post subscribers. So this here is the URL given. So I'm going to copy it, and in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to paste the same. So here I've selected my action event method as post, and I've mentioned the API endpoint URL. The payload type will be JSON and the authentication will be no auth. So here I'm going to click on this add headers button. So here we are going to add label and values. So again, going to MailerLite developers website. Over here from this default, I'm going to copy this particular header. So I'm going to copy it and go back to Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to paste the same. And now to enter the value, I'm going to take you to my MailerLite account, and over here I will go to integrations, and in integrations I will go to API, and over here I'm going to generate a new API key. So here I'm giving the name as latest, and I'm going to copy the API key and I'm going to paste the same over here in Pabbly Connect. So here why I have selected no auth, because we receive API key from MailerLite Classic, and in order to use that particular API key in Pabbly Connect, I have to use this label and add the API key over here from MailerLite Classic account. So now moving to the set parameters part. So over here I can set the parameters as well. So I'm again going to take you to developers MailerLite Classic. So over here you can see that these are the body parameters. So as per these parameters you can add the label. So taking you back to Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to add a label for email, and over here from the response received I'm going to map the email. So basically mapping means to insert the data from previous step. So as I've received this response from Heyflow, I've mapped it. So if you want to add more label and values, so over here you just have to click on this plus button, and over here you can add the label. So here I'm going to add another label that will be type, and the value should be active. So here I've mentioned the value. So here I've mentioned these two labels, that is for email, and here is the label for the type. So as I've mapped the detail in this field, this method of mapping is important. So every time you receive a new response, so that response can be taken into consideration in this field. If I would have written this information manually, in that case, this information could have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received a new response. So to avoid that problem, we map the information. So as I've mapped the detail, here I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. And you can see that I have received a response, and here a ID is generated successfully. That means this is a positive response, and here you can see that the type is also active. So now I'm going to take you to my MailerLite Classic account, and here in MailerLite Classic under the subscriber section you can see that a new subscriber has been created by the name of demo response@pabblytudes.com. Here I'm going to open this, and now here you can see the subscriber details, and here is the email. So that means a subscriber has been successfully created in MailerLite Classic by using the response details received from Heyflow form submission. So this automation was a successful one. That means now whenever I'm going to receive a new response from Heyflow form submission, then automatically by using API by Pabbly, a subscriber will be created in MailerLite Classic.
Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubts regarding Pabbly, reach us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can visit us at forum.pabbly.com. If you have any pricing related query, you can visit this link. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.